If you're dipping your toe into the smoking world, I'm here to help you out. I've cooked on and eaten off a ton of grills, and these are the best of the best smokers I've tested and the ones you should buy right now. Let's start in this video top 5 best outdoor smokers review.
Number 1.
I grew up going to cookouts, and 9 times out of 10 the cooking was done on an offset smoker that looked just like this one from Oklahoma Joe's. While you could go for the much cheaper Highland model, I'm a huge fan of the Longhorn. First, this is a reverse flow smoker, meaning the chimney is on the side closest to the firebox. What that does, I'll save you the science lesson on convection, is give every piece of meat a good amount of smoke. Air in the pit circulates from bottom up, left to right, and then back over everything again. It helps you do a lot more with less fuel. On top of that, Oklahoma Joe's constructs solid grills, so there's no need to worry about any of the welded joints or hinges wearing out. And even though this is a big-ass grill, the wheels have always made it easy for us to tote it around the patio. Pros: classic offset design, solid construction, reverse flow for optimal cooking. Cons: not as versatile as other options. The jump up to a high-end grill, like a Lang, is not that far away.
Number 2.
You could make your own barrel smoker out of your own barrel, but buying one from Pit Barrel Cooker Company. Those of you new to smoking might be asking, why the fuck would I buy this barrel thing? Let me explain. In terms of setup and use, this is as simple as it gets. Coals go at the bottom, and you can intersperse them with soaked wood for more smoke. You can place meat on the grate or hang it, and it's smoked evenly on all sides as the heat from the bottom rises. It might look weird, but it's idiot-proof. Give this thing to anyone and they'll be smoking a perfect rack of ribs or a full turkey within a few weeks. As for the size, it's special because it's got such a small footprint. The issue with low-end slow smokers is that they need the fire to be far away from the food. Normally, that's a firebox offset horizontally from the cooking space. Here it's done vertically. That means you can have a smoker in a small space, like a city rooftop or decent-sized terrace. I'll go on record saying that this is the best vertical smoker in its class, but there is a lot of love out there for propane and electric vertical smokers. Those are fine. They're incredibly easy to use. But truthfully, I'm not a fan. Charcoal is the happy medium between traditional stick burning and new age smoking. If this feels a little too DIY for your taste, the Weber Smoky Mountain is a nice alternative. Though, when working with a vertical smoker, I love being able to hang meats. It just gives you so much more for the amount of space it takes up. Pros: simple and space-saving. A great way to learn the basics of smoking. Good price. Cons: takes more know-how than other grills. Adding coals or wood while cooking is a bit of an event.
Number 3.
If you're here because you're new to smoking, go for a pellet grill. These are all the rage, and they're far and away the easiest type of grill to use. That's because they're fully digital. A computerized auger adds pellets made of hardwood sawdust to a flame. The pellets burn hot, but they burn fast. You can control the temperature to within 5 degrees, and you can do it without ever opening the grill. For a pellet grill, I like to start everyone at Recteq's Bullseye Deluxe because it's a nice blend of traditional grill and modern pellet smoker. The pellet box fits 18 hours worth of pellets, and the auger empties them onto a flame that sits dead center at the bottom of the grill. There are 2 ways you can do things. You can use it as a smoker, or oven at high temps, with an included cast iron heat deflector to cover the flame. Or you can ditch the heat deflector and go for high heat with an exposed flame. The grill tops out at about 750 degrees, though on a hot day it can get closer to 1000 degrees. That means you can do a day before overnight smoke on a pork butt, then crank up the heat for burgers and steaks the day of. It's just an incredibly versatile grill. The other thing that's common across all pellet grills is their ease of use. Since everything is digital, they all have apps and can be controlled from anywhere. You can be inside watching a movie or at the grocery store, though I can't condone leaving the house while it cooks, and drop the temp on your brisket. Pros. Versatility means you can do so much with so little effort. Huge hopper holds about 18 hours worth of pellets. Pellet smoking is ridiculously easy. Cons. With pellet smoking, you miss out on a lot of the fun of live fire cooking. Any technical malfunctions are a pain to fix.
Number 4.
For a pellet grill that's tailor-made for smoking, this Camp Chef Woodwind is as good as it gets. It's built like a traditional pit, with a big round cooking area. That means all the meat on the grill gets an even smoke. In terms of space, it can accommodate 2 turkeys at the same time, so everything below that, brisket and wings, a couple of pork butts, a few chickens, will fit comfortably. The other good thing about the Woodwind series is the attachments. On the right side of the smoke box, you can have a flat table or add a griddle or sear spot. This one has the sear, and that's what I'd advise buying. Reverse searing a steak on this thing is life-changing. Smoke it at 200 degrees until it's just rare, then high-heat sear it to doneness. It's incredible. Again, this is a digital pellet grill, so you can control everything with an app or the dial on the side. It's not for the purists who want to do all the hard work themselves, but it's great for anyone who's intimidated by smoking. Pros. Large pit size, especially for a pellet grill. Woodwind attachments are amazing. As always, the ease of pellet smoking can't be beat. Cons. Pretty high price tag. Again, pellet smoking is more about ease than the art of cooking.
Number 5.
See, this is what I mean when I say smoking isn't rocket science. I think everyone in America since the 1950s has interacted with a Weber kettle. It's a tailgate and backyard staple. And yes, you can smoke meats on it. You just need to know the setup. The main way is called the minion method, and it's well documented on YouTube. What I do is set up a hot side and cold side. The hot side has unlit coals, a good covering, around 90 coals, and the cold side has a drip pan with half an inch of water. I cover the unlit coals with hot coals, and I put the meat, chicken, turkey, pork, butt, you name it, over the drip pan. That's it, and you can go about 8 hours with this setup. If you want to go longer, just drop in some more coals when you check the meat. Pros. You probably own one already. Dirt cheap. Can take a beating and keep cooking for decades. Cons. Smoking requires some know-how, a MacGyver situation. Upgrading to a Kamadoo grill makes this kettle immediately obsolete. If you found this video helpful, please hit the subscribe button, press the bell icon and comment below. Check out the description to find the product links. Thanks for watching.